Hello, Cadre. Sorry, back to the old den. Not as exciting, right? Last videos came from, I don't even know where. The first one was Rome, and then I think we did Italy and France. Maybe the last one was from Spain. Anyway, just back in the old USA. Might be cool to know that either the next one or the one after that, depending on if I'll probably throw one in. I got some days off before we actually leave. We'll be from Mexico. That's right. You only have a few short days to send me a sombrero to wear. Just kidding. I'm not gonna pack a sombrero. Maybe we can round one up though. Anyway, I'll get through my equipment here before I get started. We're using Strop Shoppe's Carnaby soap. And then I thought, I've been using my Psycho razor. So it's kind of two unobtainium things. And I don't know how you define that. I mean, you can still buy them if you really want to, but they're off, they're not being made anymore. So I kind of thought I just do a theme of however you want to call it. Not made anymore. Can't buy it new. I don't know. So we're using the Carnaby soap, which is from Strop Shoppe. Men's Fine Grooming is what it says. Yeah, they shut down a few years ago. I was going to do a straight shave today, but I've actually just, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I've been using my Psycho razor. If you've never heard of these, I've done videos with these before, but it's a razor used to be back up, reverse it. Yes, that's a quote from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Made to be used in the psych ward in the prison. There's no way to unlock this thing except with a key that goes in there, and then you unlock it to the blade, pull the key out, give it to the wacko, they shave with it. I don't know, and that's all I know about it. It'd be interesting, people don't write about razors much. It would be very interesting to hear about the use of it. One would think, I'm in the medical field and we've had to deal with people on 5150 holds and stuff. And even with that, you would not give them, even with the lock, you wouldn't hand them a razor and walk away. So, assuming they were still supervised, but whatever, that's way off topic. And this brush, let me get a clean spot. Look at that. You can't buy this because it was designed by me and custom made by Eric Sorrentino from the Shaving Cadre. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? So they're good. It's just those three things. Actually, we can find some unobtainium aftershave to use. Also got a feather in here. It's not on the second shave. So anyway, I love the look of this brush, but the bummer is this is a man. I'm all, what they call it, cotton mouth today or something. Just swollen tongue syndrome or something. But the knot is too short, so it's pretty. I don't use it as much as I would like to for as pretty as it is. And I think I've decided to just, so that's the problem with that one, it's too short. I've got some other, these Paladins are all, badger hair. And just because you have to soak it a little bit beforehand, I don't use them as much as I should for having them. So I think I'm just going to stick to synthetics for the most part. So this guy's a very mild shave, but very efficient. So that's why I've kind of been a hectic time. So I don't mind just a shave that isn't an event in itself to think about. So we were gone on that cruise, total gone for almost 2 weeks. The cruise was 8 nights, but You have a day of travel beforehand, a couple nights before the cruise. And then this weekend, so we got back from that, we worked a week, have this weekend, work 3 days, 4th of July, and then time off starts again. So it's been kind of a busy time because, you know, you got all that makeup work when you're gone from work and then trying to catch up, get a little bit ahead before you leave work again. So, kind of hoping be a little bit more relaxing the cruise, because we stopped at a lot of ports and did a lot of walking and sightseeing and stuff. It was very cool. We'd do it again, but I wouldn't call it just relaxing. We're trying for the very first time an all-inclusive resort in Mexico with the kids. So we're hoping this next time off we just almost all relaxing and chill. So the cool thing is we had an electrician at the house yesterday. I'm gonna tell you, this weekend is mostly work. Not work, but like manual labor work. So I've been doing a lot of stuff I'll tell you about, but we had an electrician over yesterday. He's the same guy that installed the charger for the Tesla. And we had some other work for him to do, but he had to come back and it just took a long time to get it scheduled. But our front door, this house had some jury rig stuff. So there was like a power box by the front door with no light switches inside or anything. He had found out there was power to it, but I don't have any meters or anything to let me know when there's power to something or not. I guess I could have jury rigged a light, but anyway, easier for him to do it. He figured out which breaker we needed to switch, fixed up some stuff, and we got like a motion sensor light since it always has power. Now we've got a light by the front door. And then in the backyard, this house had no outlets anywhere outside of it, around the whole perimeter of the house. So long time ago, years ago, we had an outlet put in the courtyard. So we can use that for our fountain, or when I need to do lots of woodwork stuff, I do it in the courtyard because I can plug stuff in there. So the backyard also had 2 light boxes, or actually lights, that hadn't worked for years and years and years. So we had him replace kind of the rotten, well, not rotten, you call that one. Anyway, they were metal and starting to fall apart. So replace the boxes there and then drop a line down and put an outlet in the back. And anyway, that all happened yesterday. And then our 2 youngest girls share a bedroom, and it's always a struggle to get them the most space out of that room possible. And so years ago we bought loft beds from IKEA, you know, big kind of jacked up beds. So underneath them they each had a dresser and a desk. Worked well for quite a while, but as they get older, the climbing up and the mattress being close to the ceiling and stuff, you know, they spend more time on their beds and they're getting bigger and they would just like more space. So this is all metal tubing beds. So my big project for the last week and finishing up this weekend was getting a lot of their junk out of their rooms, not the big stuff, but everything that's on top of dressers, on top of desks, all that. We painted it, I let them pick a color, and then I cut the metal legs shorter on the beds, so they're just tall enough that we can still slide a dresser underneath, but it's not like you can walk under there and hang out. So it gives them a little bit more space. I did that. Finished up their closet yesterday. We had to pull all the clothing out and everything. Finished painting that. So today's kind of putting it together. And then over the next few weeks, between work and vacation and everything else, it'll be figuring out kind of how they're gonna live in their new space and where their desks are now. I'll probably install some shelves on the wall and stuff like this. Anyway, it's been a lot of work, but should be a good couple of weeks. Oh, but what I was gonna say is that the electrician, whoops, I didn't get my stuff out here, excuse me. The electrician that was over yesterday had stayed. He's a big Mexico guy, I guess. Sounds like he goes about 3 times a week, or 3 times a year to different resorts in different cities in Mexico. He loves the all-inclusive thing, and he had been to the one we're going to, so it was good to hear about. We had seen reviews of it online. It looked like a nice place, but some of those people got their trips for free, so it makes you wonder. And we'd have heard horror stories about all-inclusives where, you know, like they said, they'll have 10 restaurants and you get there and only 3 are open and you can't get reservations except, you know, like at 10 o'clock at night and stuff like this. So it was good hearing from him, and he said it was, excuse me, he said it was an awesome resort, one of the higher-end ones. Food is good, free drinks. And just a great place to relax, so that's good. And then we also got confirmation. Now, I know everybody's experience is different, so if you've had a good experience, that's great. There's lemon. But the thing we were struggling with was you get so many resort credits, like dollars, to spend on things. You can use it for like their golf, for excursions, for their spa, stuff like that. And the kids really wanted to do swimming with dolphins, and so we were planning on doing that. But like the big experience is you're like gone from the resort all day long, and I look up reviews of some of those and they just talk about how like the swimming with dolphins is a fun experience, but you can't take pictures. You have to pay $125 for a photo, and then the place that you go to is this island that's kind of basically, I think, just for entertainment. And once you're there, there's really not much to do unless you pay for other excursion type things, and the free buffet that you get with it is really bad and all this stuff. So he was able to kind of confirm some of the stuff, saying you're paying big bucks to be at this all-inclusive resort. Why go anywhere else and spend a day gone when you're paying to be here? And so anyway, we'll use the resorts credits. We'll see on the spa, and I think that you can use them for bowling for the kids and stuff like that. We got our Nivea 2-in-1 again. Dave in Kentucky, long time ago, like a month ago now, I think, said he ordered a little, I talked about getting a little boat to stick in there and it'd be really cool. Cool guy. He apparently spent the time to look one up and order one from China. And it had sent at the beginning of the month, I think he said, like after the first week. It's still not here, so I'm hoping it's just on a slow boat from China and not gone forever. So look at that. There's a quick shave with the old, like I said, this is a mild but very efficient razor. This is one of the original keys, which is also a little tougher to get. I don't remember the ratio. I think for every 4 or 5 razors they make one key. So that's pretty cool. But the aftershave I'm going to use, just because I'm in the mood for the smell, is, what is it, Cinnamon Boroka from Chiseled Face. They don't make this scent anymore, which I've always kind of wondered about. You'd think you could, I have no idea the manufacturing processes. And look, I can only use it on the neck. It's got menthol in it, so I can't put it on my cheeks. We'll do up the arms though. I'll be smelling good. But you would think that they could do just like, you know, have 10 bottles sitting in the back and do small batches, but I don't know what when you're in major production, I would guess maybe a small batch isn't that small, and it's just very inefficient. Anyway, I like the smell, so it'll be a bummer when that's gone. So I guess that's about it. I got to go buy a couple lights for the backyard where they replaced the boxes. I'm gonna put the lights in. We're gonna put all the clothes back in the girls' room, and maybe we'll get a little bit of downtime. The kids have been off at other places for the last almost month of summer, and they start trickling back next week. So the quiet evenings and days of just doing whatever we feel like and not having to worry about meals and all that stuff is almost coming to an end. So one more weekend day to enjoy that. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. And wow, quick video. I get, that razor, it's like really zip zap. Don't even have to think about it. BBS, feeling good, no irritation. Get you one. Get you one. All right. See you on the forums.